The college football experience weekend bombs on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog has just added college pick'em scorchers, where you can win 100 times the amount of money you enter. That's right. Turn $5 into $500 in one game. Plus, every Sunday they're giving away $100,000, folks. What are you doing? Use the promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for a 100% deposit bonus up to $500. We're also brought to you by Manscaped. You get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code SGP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use that promo code SGP. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use the promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. And we're also brought to you by, us in a way. Yes, we're giving away $3,000 in our NFL Second Chance Survivor contest presented by Corey Pinkston and Barking Dog Properties. Free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Bill Romanowski. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Weekend bombs. We have been doing the weekend bombs. There it is. If you're watching youtube.com/the college experience. And I mean, look, this is I'm having some internet problems here, but I think we're still there. So Noah, if you're behind the scenes, can you throw up that graphic saying what it is essentially? I don't know what happened to my screen. My screen's out. We're in the dark, but we're not in the dark because we're going to be giving away some big time college football bombs. Yes. Perhaps you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, and that's fair. Mm-hmm. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Part of the C Block. Yes, the C Block is here, folks. That means right after this, we got the Bottom Line Bombs podcast with this guy over here. If you're watching on YouTube, folks, I am joined by the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. And shout out to the chat, my favorite show every week.
Yes.
I'm joined by, they call him the man in the box. The theme song slaps. Give it up for CJ Sullivan.
Yes, thank you, Dundee. Here we are, Bombs Down Under. It's my favorite show of the week, too. It looks just like the commenters. You know what I mean? It's the one we look forward to. This is where we get
You already gave me out a bomb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
When I had a root canal and I went out to watch.
Oh, I'm glad I could help out.
When I went out to my living room.
Okay.
To watch.
See, bombs for me are good. See, if people get confused by my term bombs.
That's true.
When I drop bombs, they're good bombs.
Well, this one, I don't know.
What was the bombs you? What bomb did I give you for your root canal?
I saw Mission Impossible. I don't know, like
Reckoning.
Reckoning Protocol, whatever
Yeah,
the fuck
right.
they call it now. Right, number 19.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, big Tom Cruise guy, right?
You're a huge Tom Cruise guy.
Love Days of Thunder.
He's a hot shot every time. 40 years strong.
Love Top Gun.
He's a hot shot fighter pilot.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Hot shot bartender.
Yo, Cocktail. I love Cocktail. He's down there in Jamaica riding horses,
Hell,
making love under a waterfall. You know what I mean?
He's even a hot shot Vietnam cripple. You know what I mean? He does tricks down the chair. He
Born
does
on the 4th of July. Love it, buddy.
Right.
All right. So you gotta love Tommy Cruise. But I mean, first off, look, I love action movies. I love action movies.
Okay.
All right. The most recent Mission Impossible.
No good?
I mean, there's a scene or two that I love. All right. Look, the good is he does his own stunts like Jackie Chan, and he rode a motorcycle off a cliff.
He rode a motorcycle off of a fucking mountain, a cliff, and into a moving train.
I don't think he actually did that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but
What's the
I mean,
problem?
he did go off the cliff.
Right. He went off the cliff. And then the movie goes into a moving train.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do we need in a fucking movie?
I'll be honest. Big fan of that. He can dance on Oprah's couch as much as he wants, as long as he keeps giving us
Absolutely.
that. But every character in the film is doing magic tricks. They're taking the key. They're going this, that. It's like everyone's David Blaine in the fucking
You're
movie. Looking
at the wrong parts here. You're looking at Mission Impossible.
Look, I like kills on the Venice canals.
Yeah,
cool. I like that little small car they're in.
Yeah, the little tiny yellow cars whipping down the steps,
falling
Spain,
down. I think it was Italy, right?
Was it? I don't know. I feel like he's taking me through a tour through Europe. I feel like they got a Euro pass.
Like
you know
European vacation with Chevy Chase.
Exactly. They're in Big Ben. They're in Spain. That's how I learned about world politics through Tom Cruise adventures.
So wait, you think that's one of the better Mission Impossibles, huh?
Well, the Mission Impossibles, it's an amazing franchise. Much like Fast and Furious, where like it didn't really get its sea legs until like part 4. When they just started aborting everything, like, you know what, fuck it. Who cares? Who cares about anything?
Logic doesn't matter.
Let's just make up our own rules. It doesn't matter. Let's put these cars in space. Who gives a shit about this TV show in the 60s? We don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Play the theme song, and that's it.
I did. My wife does love how the fact that so he's got the old love interest.
Yeah.
Who dies for the new love interest.
Right. Yeah. They barely brought her back, like just to have some continuity. Because before, Cruise would just find the most beautiful specimen you've ever seen, make her the love interest, and then you would never hear from her again.
Yeah, fantastic.
He'd drop her off at Scientology Island, or wherever fucking French farm they got her naked from, and dropped her back off, and that was it.
You're right. You're right, though. But I love that. And my wife's watched several movies now because there's the, my wife, she was not born and raised in America. So I showed her Cocktail, and Cocktail.
Gave her all the classics.
There's a scene in Cocktail, though, where he's already with Elizabeth Shue, and he just leaves and fucks some old woman.
Yeah,
right. He's telling jokes at the bar, and he fucks some like old woman. And then Elizabeth Shue takes him back, and my wife's like, what the fuck? And then the firm, he does it in the firm, too.
Yeah.
He goes down to the Cayman Islands.
All right.
Gene Hackman's introduced him to some pussy.
Yeah, the island. The island's always. He was drugged in that one, though. Wasn't he?
He blamed it on drugs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's the islands. It seems
it's
to
a
get
typical Cruise thing.
Yeah,
it's a typical Cruise thing.
He has a thing for rum drinks.
But buddy, how you doing, man? Because
great.
Yeah, okay.
Big slate coming up. Sorry you didn't like Mission Impossible.
Everyone's a magician. What is this? They have the girl taking the key, going like this, and it just disappears. Tom Cruise does it. The head of the fucking CIA is doing it. What the hell? He's doing magic tricks.
Yeah, well,
everyone's doing magic tricks in the fucking movie.
Look past, and the whole AI thing, it seemed outdated as it was happening. But whatever. Who cares? Like I said, you're looking for the wrong thing.
Look, I promise you we're going to talk college football. All right? I'm sorry. I just had to go. I had a fucking root canal sitting there.
It is
there you go.
European Vacation starring Tom Cruise. That's right.
Right.
I got my education.
What is the best Tom Cruise movie ever?
Oh, well. Well, you want to take the best Tom Cruisiest movie of ever, or is it the actual movie?
That's a genre, right?
Yeah, there's going to be the Tom Cruisiest or the actual movie itself, or actual movie being good. Who knows?
Yeah.
You
all the right moves because we're talking
Right, of
football.
course,
Right?
you gotta do all
That's
the right
clearly the
moves.
best one.
Yep.
Folks, we're going to talk about
And
some
he can see his dick in that.
Patty C was the one to alert us to that. Hey, guys, you can see Tom Cruise's dick in all the right moves.
What's legend? That's film legendary shit.
Folks, we're going to talk every single college football game that we're going to have some bombs, all right?
Mhm.
But before we do that, I want to tell you that the College Football Experience Weekend Bombs brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog is a way to play alongside your favorite football team all season long. Underdog has just introduced Scorchers. Go 5 for 5 and pick them Scorchers and enjoy a spicy 100 times payout. And for a limited time only, Underdog is extending their first deposit bonus up to $500. They're also giving away $100,000 every Sunday. Wow. Yes. 10 lucky players will win $10K each randomly. All right. Talk about an underdog I like. They want me to talk about an underdog I like.
I mean, the comment was right there tonight.
Yeah. I mean, coming off a bye week. Oh, you little SMU Mustangs want to dance around in the ACC? We've been beating ACC teams for a long fucking time, all right? So when you bring your little Mustangs in here with your little blood money that you have, you're going to get an ass whooping. All right, we're wearing the all-black pirate uniforms. ECU, moneyline play. Let's talk about more of that in
Plus
a second.
370.
Oh, let's go.
Bomb that.
So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little extra cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, UnderdogFantasy.com. When you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $500. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Manscaped. Yes. Who has taken a step up from Balloween to bring you, bring your face the cleanest shave it's ever seen. Look, I need to clean my fucking face. Right? I'm just waiting for my Manscaped handyman to arrive in the mail. All right.
No
Oh, you got it. Look at you there. Oh, there you go. There. Let me. I got a camera. Let's go. There we go. There we go. You see that? Smooth like a veteran hooker. All right. That is getting it done right there.
The old dust there.
Look, I mean, if you're like me, well, I'm waiting for mine to arrive. You might be tired of a bad razor, making your neck look like all this shit. You got, little cuts, You missed a hair, stuff like that. You do this part. I feel like right around the bottom of the chin where it's round with my stupid fat face. I always nick it so that I'm bleeding. My wife thinks I've been in a ballroom brawl. You know what I mean? Like, so you can avoid yourself all that with the Handyman, all right, from Manscaped. Its skin-safe technology will help you reduce nicks and cuts, and you can finally feel confident when you're going for the close shave, all right? So, folks, what are you doing? Get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code SGP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com. Use that promo code SGP for a look as sweet as candy. Get yourself the Handyman. And we're back on the College Football Experience. Bombs down under, part of the C block.
Yes.
We got the bottom line bombs coming next. We got the Holgorsen Bowl tonight, which is Dana Holgorsen, who left. He didn't get fired from West Virginia, but they weren't extending him. So a year early, he gave them a subtle fuck you by saying, you know what? I don't even need this Power 5 shit. I'm going to go to a Group of 5 conference, and then I'm going to be successful there and knock them up to the Power 5, which is kind of what he's done at Houston. They're hosting Dub V tonight. But he has also said some remarks about Dub V that I feel like, kind of thought
fighting words.
Kind of thought he should have got that extension. So I know this is a short dog,
right?
But plus 130, Dub V's rolling. Neil Brown, they're thinking Big 12 championship potentially. And I'll be honest, if you look at their remaining schedule, I think they're only going to be dogs in maybe one game. But the question is can they get past their old head coach? What do you make of this one?
I think this is the game. I mean, this is the entire season for Houston. They've had a bad year. Holgerson.
He might get fired too.
Yeah, for sure. So I think he's riled up for this Thursday night, right? With the comments, this is like everything this year with Coach Prime. This is personal. It's, this one's getting personal. So I like Houston to win this one tonight.
One of my favorite things to do randomly sometimes is to Google image Dana Holgerson.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun on the sidelines there.
I mean, if there's ever a character as close to Roy Munson, if you just Google image Dana Holgerson,
I'm going to do it right now.
Look at that first photo and tell me that's not Roy Munson on the football field.
Holgerson. Oh my God,
it's
the
perfect.
hair going back.
It's
that is
perfect.
amazing.
It's like he's out of the movie Kingpin.
He looks great.
But I think they're live too.
Yeah,
I think they're
for
live.
Sure. Yeah, I like them outright tonight.
Now, you are you on board with my East Carolina Pirates?
I
play?
love the East Carolina Pirate. Let's do. Matter of fact,
parlay,
let's do a little buddy line parlay.
Yeah, a little Cougar Pirate parlay.
That will pay you. It's going on. That's a neat. That's a quick. That's almost 10-1.
Oh yeah, and I'll play it again.
I mean, how do you not throw that?
Yeah,
down?
ECU's coming off a bye.
Well, I like when we go right from Houston back to the Pirates off a bye.
And you got to come to G Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You think that's just going to work out for you little Fort Worth or what are they, Dallas? Come on, coming all the way over here. You don't just fly into Greenville.
No,
you
you
got to
don't
go
fly
into
into
Raleigh, RDU. Right. You got to hop on your little bus.
Oh, it's not easy to get to. Right. Absolutely
deep,
not. Yeah.
Deep down.
I know. Trust me. I used to go out there a lot. You got to get picked up down Charlotte or Raleigh.
Yeah.
You got to take a 3 down to Washington.
Yeah.
I mean,
you might get a little lost.
Yeah.
All right. But then you're going to find, they say you get rowdy at the Dowdy. That's what
rowdy
they say.
at the Dowdy.
Rowdy at the Dowdy. And that's what's going to happen tonight. ECU doesn't need a reason to fucking drink. But then you're just going to give them a Thursday night blackout college football? Look, we black out all the time, but this is a double blackout, all right? Unbelievable. Let's go.
I love it. I just put it in. 10-1. Why not? Come on. Let's go.
All right, Friday's action. Okay, let's just talk about biggest double-digit dogs that you got live for this weekend. I think this is easier than last weekend, correct?
There's a few more, although we hit them. We hit the small ones we gave out.
It's true, folks.
Let's
if
not
you
forget.
were listening last week, we gave you Oklahoma State 11.5-point dog on the money line Friday night in Stillwater. We gave you Arkansas. Arkansas didn't hit, but the points hit, and they had the lead with like 7 minutes left.
All right.
We gave you Georgia Tech, who somehow won that game down there in Miami Gardens.
Beautiful.
I can tell you a double digit dog that is to me.
Let's start right off. Yeah, go for it.
How the hell is Auburn getting 11 points in Baton Rouge?
Auburn circled.
These games are always fucking insane.
Auburn popped right out on me. Plus 11, plus 350 on the money line, getting 11. I don't get this line.
Let me just.
I get it with LSU. I understand, and but the perception of Auburn is not what is different when they weren't even in the beginning of the season. I think they still have that. They're getting those numbers from how they started out, and the same thing with LSU. And this defense is a joke.
Hold on, I'm going to take you back to 2004. Oh wait. Huh? Why are they? Oh, did they miss a year? No, 2004. Ready?
Yep.
2004, Auburn won 10-9. Right? 2005, LSU won in overtime 20-17. 2006, Auburn won 7-3. Right? 2007, LSU won 30-24. 2008, LSU won 26-21. Then randomly, 2009, we did have a little bit of a blowout, 31-10. But we bounced back the following year, Auburn 24, LSU 17, right? Then we get a random, very rarely do you get blowouts, but here's another one, 45-10. After that, LSU 12, Auburn 10. After that, okay, this one would have hit 35-21. But my point is majority, the last 5 games, last 7 games.
Yeah.
Only one would have been by more than 11 points.
All right.
The rest of them, 5 points, 4 points, 1 point, 3 points. And then you have the blowout, 5 points, 4 points. This game's always batshit crazy.
There's a rivalry.
Yeah.
The real rivalry.
So and look, this is one that's going away too, because they're with them having 75 teams enter the SEC.
Right.
This ain't going to be every year anymore. It's going to be every other year. So
final hurrah, Vendetta 1.
And you got Strip Club Freeze coming off a bye week.
Strip Club Freeze, spit on those hands.
Coming off a bye week. This is a guy that coached from a hospital bed before.
Raise the black flag. Begin slitting throats.
Easy play here. Plus 340 I'm seeing right now on the money.
Yeah, I see 350, 340, plus 11. Got to take it. How do you not?
I think that's one of the better ones. Now, it's not my favorite one.
Not your favorite one.
It's not my favorite one. I'm holding on to that.
Okay.
For the sake of entertainment.
Do you know how to build drama? And that's what we're all about on the show.
You got a double-digit dog that you like?
Yeah.
You gonna go with the UMass Minutemen?
No, I'm not going with the UMass Minutemen. We shout out to the chat who wants Vietnam Cripple to be a merch.
I'm going to talk to my guy. All right, I'm going to talk to my guy.
Right.
I
don't like this one. I do want to throw this at you though to see your takes. We all do hate Purdue.
Oh,
but
they have I know you've been watching college football a long time, right?
That's what I was saying. Historically,
yeah. This is one that they feel like they always fuck with Ohio State.
Right.
Now, sometimes they don't hit it on the money line, but either way.
Something bad happens to Ohio State every time they go down
The year they won that national championship and what was it, on that bullshit pass interference.
Right.
That was a 4th and 3 or something, 4th and 2. Craig Krenzel goes deep for 50 yards. Very fortunate to get that was against Drew Brees,
right.
too.
Just hoisted it up there and they got that bogus interference call.
So I know the all-time record says, hey, Ohio State has a 26-game lead, but the last time they played in West Lafayette, Purdue won 49-20.
I mean, I know Purdue's terrible, but the bad things happen to Ohio State down there in Lafayette.
In fact, check us out. The last 4 times they've played in West Lafayette. So you had Jeff Brom in 2018 beat them by 29, right? Now, the time before that in 2013, you got to remember how bad Purdue was then. Ohio State won 56-0.
Yep.
Right? But the time before that in 2011, Purdue won 26-23. Time before that in 2009, Purdue won 26-18. So they've won 3 of 4 in West Lafayette, Ross-Ade Stadium. I'm on board.
I mean, and they got Penn State next week, so it's a look-ahead spot. Sandwich, they had a tough game versus Maryland.
This happened.
I mean, they were luck boxing with Maryland. How they won by 20 is a miracle. But anyway, a tough game versus Maryland. They got Penn State a couple ahead. Nice sandwich spot. This is a typical.
You got Hudson Card on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, that's Card. I mean, this is a typical absolute letdown in Lafayette. So let's get it.
I like it.
Plus 19. And if you want to sprinkle, you might as well sprinkle.
Sprinkle a little bit.
750 is a beautiful sprinkle.
Another one that I'm going to hang on to my favorite one.
Okay.
But I'm interested in this one.
I wonder if I can guess your favorite one. I think I know your favorite one. If I had to guess.
Is what geographically, what part of the country?
Let's just say we won't go geographically. There's a lot of dust, there's a lot of wind. You've been there before this season.
No, this is it's that team. But they're on the road. That's my favorite one.
I know they're on the road. They're in
Colorado Springs,
Colorado Springs, right?
And we're talking about. I'll go ahead and reveal my favorite double-digit dog is the Wyoming Cowboys because they've won 6 of 9 against Air Force. People say, "Well, how's that possible?" Because they hired Craig Bull.
Mm-hmm.
People might not know, but Craig Bull played defensive back for Tom Osborne. You know what Tom Osborne ran? He ran the fucking option.
He ran damn wishbone is what he ran. He ran that right.
Right
to Congress.
Gives you a leg up. It gives you a leg up and knowing what the hell to do. So
I don't get this. I mean, I get it. Air Force is good.
This line reeks.
Yeah. Why is this 10.5?
Wyoming beat them last year.
People just aren't respecting Wyoming.
What's going on here?
Now their stats do kind of back it up. It's hard to figure out how Wyoming's doing what they're doing.
That's
part of their chaos.
Bowl ball, baby.
It is bowl ball. I mean, they play through the chaos.
Yes. And they're not going to be affected with elevation. They're actually going down the Colorado Springs. Come on.
I mean, they're probably obviously except for Oklahoma, they gave Texas probably the biggest competition.
And they had their backup quarterback starting.
Yeah, no, I love it.
This is the best play you can. All right, and we want to talk about some other dogs that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take you to the island.
Woo. Tom Cruise will cheat on you if this music's played. If he's down on the islands, you get him a rum drink.
How has he not done a Hawaii movie yet?
Has he not been Hawaii?
I just feel like he hasn't done a Hawaii movie.
You're right.
Yet. You got him in Jamaica.
I know.
Got him in
Europe.
Europe.
He only does the Southern Islands. Sandler has Hawaii locked down. He doesn't let anyone in there. All right, what's going on in Hawaii?
All right, look. San Diego State's been in the middle. This game's on CBS Sports Network at 8 p.m. Saturday night, so we get a nightcap.
Okay.
This is at the Ching Complex Center. Bring your membership. But San Diego State's shifting to the air raid. Sometimes it's not a smart idea to shift to the air raid if you don't have the personnel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Jaden Iron Maiden at the quarterback spot. Let's just say he's maybe not built for the air raid. What if I told you if you throughout the Idaho State game, which Idaho State's one of the worst FCSs, folks. So let's just talk about who they've played in the FBS and the amount of scoring they've done. All right.
Mm-hmm.
They scored 20 against the Ohio Bobcats at the snapper. But you got to remember, Nathan Rourke, their star quarterback, got injured, and they had 3 or 4 interceptions. Right? Then they put up 10 against UCLA at the snapper. Then on the road, they only put up 9 in Corvallis. Then they went back to the snapper. They did put up 31 on Boise, but was chasing points late. Then they only put up 10. So both their road games this year, they've put up 9 and 10 points. And now you got to make that 5-hour flight to the island to take Shager Bombs, Brandon Shager Bombs there, the quarterback of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
I know.
It ain't happening. Last year,
I feel like I've already been through so much with Hawaii already this year. Though.
dude, last year, Hawaii was up 14-13, kicking off to San Diego State with like 30 seconds left. Now, San Diego State happened to return the kick like 75 yards, which set up a game-winning field goal. They were so close to beating the Aztecs, and now they're going to shift to the air raid. They're going to try to play their style of ball.
Yeah.
Ain't going to happen. Hawaii.
All right.
Live on the island.
I mean, why not? I love fading San Diego State. That's for sure. Hawaii's I've already gone through too much with them this year. I believed in them and they let me down.
I got a lot of juicy dogs here. Okay, if you don't want that one, I can take you to another one. But I mean, unless you want to give away one,
I'll give one. I'm liking them Cal Bears.
Oh, I like the Cal.
I love Cal
Bears.
Bears.
Talking about this last night,
and that's a double-digit dog.
Oh
now.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's
barking.
I'm looking at 360 money line. They're getting 11, down from 13.5.
No, this one's great because pretty much I'm assuming Cam Rise is just not playing this
Cam Rise is not playing, and let him play, to be honest. First of all, I don't think he's playing at all this year.
I don't think so either.
Right.
I think they're redshirting him. He's coming back next year for his 79th season.
Who knows what's going on? Apparently there's some bad blood going on between the two where they expected him to come back, and like his team is telling him to shut it down, for the draft, and he wants to go to draft, which would be a bad decision.
Yeah.
I think maybe. So they're not happy about it.
Quarterbacks.
Yeah. Quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Either way, if he did play, I would kind of like Cal even more if it was his first game back, to be honest with you. But with that offense, they don't do much. I know obviously their defense is top tier, but Cal put up 40 last week and somehow didn't cover, which is pretty amazing,
Now, the only thing is we have the Rice-Eccles stat.
Yeah.
They haven't lost since friggin' like 2018
right.
at home or something like that.
Oh, for sure. No, I mean, they're double
I'm
digits.
on board.
They're double digits for a reason, but I mean, it's going to be a close game.
I think they're
regardless.
live. Plus, 370?
Plus 360, 370. Yeah, sprinkle it. Why not?
I actually like this play a lot.
I do too.
Because I think Cal's defense is, I know they gave up 52 last week.
Right.
But,
that was an odd game.
Yeah. I think they're better than what people think. Wilcox can limit that offense. The only thing is Cal's got to make sure they don't turn the ball over. That's the only thing. That's how UCLA lost.
That's how UCLA lost, is right.
It was like pick 6 first play of the game. You get that happening, shit's over. All right. But I'm on board.
Yeah.
I say you sprinkle a little bit of the California Golden Bears in Salt Lake City, despite that amazing home record. And that's a double-digit dog. That is a strong double-digit dog. What about this one here? Deacon Hill. Do you know about Deacon Hill?
Tell us about Deacon Hill.
Well, let's just say the Iowa starting quarterback this week.
Yeah.
Is a former Wisconsin Badger a year ago.
Okay.
Let's just say last week,
Okay.
Deacon Hill with a strong offensive performance. He was 6 of 21.
Uh-huh.
A $110.
Yep. And real quick, how many of those 6 passes were completed to wide receivers?
Look, that's the ultimate game. You think we're going to pass to the wideouts,
Amazing.
right?
They won and covered and didn't complete one pass to a wide receiver.
Got to zig when they zag.
I love it. I love it.
So, but it's personal for Deacon Hill, who, by the way,
Yeah, it's personal for a reason.
he
Looked horrible. I mean,
but he's gonna know these
Right.
Wisconsin defenders.
he knows it.
Have you seen this guy's size, by the way?
Yeah.
I mean, folks, if you haven't watched good old Deacon Hill play ball
Mm-hmm.
out of Santa Barbara, California,
Right.
6'3", 265. Whew. They got fucking
Jesus.
they got Ben Wallace playing quarterback.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. They're a 10-point dog.
That's a huge number. And the total is like 34.
Yeah. 34. This game's on Fox. Iowa won last year 24-10. So you see how
That
they
was
got
in
the
Iowa.
total.
That-
Yeah, that was in
right.
Iowa. So there's no way it's
And there's gonna be
that.
bad weather too, which is Iowa loves.
What do they call it for? Let me check Madison, Wisconsin weather.
This is gonna be. I mean, this you thought Mission Impossible was bad to
Oh.
watch.
I
try to
love
watch.
these games.
Yeah,
All
I
right?
know. All right.
All right, this is like watching Mission Impossible, the TV show.
Yeah, it really is. That's hilarious.
50 degrees
Mhm.
and rain all day.
Right.
This is beautiful. Here's what's great about college football. The NFL needs to take a page from this.
Okay.
The fact that you can turn it on the Big Ten West any Saturday and get football in 1935 is fantastic. I like the variance.
You
that
should
college
have. You
football
should have
gives
the
you.
option.
Yes.
You want to watch a modern football game? or do you
NFC
wanna watch
North.
this? Right.
Old NFC Central should be still doing this. Instead, they got foo-foo. Everyone's playing in a fucking dome now. You know, you got to have a couple conferences where they
Mhm.
do this. Anyway, they're 10-point dogs. I think they're live in Madison. Am I a fucking idiot?
Well,
I know you got the future. I know you got the future on
we got to
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, and
Yeah.
Wisconsin looks terrible. I just think. I mean, Deacon Hill looked bad. I mean, he looked really
No,
bad.
He looked good for Iowa football.
For Iowa
right?
football, sure. They also haven't won in Wisconsin since 2015, right?
If you throw over a buck,
Yeah, which he did.
you're winning.
give him that,
all right?
yeah.
You're Mark Vlasic.
Wisconsin hasn't looked good. I mean, the number is just hilarious. 10 points and 34 is for the total. Like what the needle of the thread if you want Wisconsin in the
Yeah.
under there.
Yeah. I mean, you could be sitting on a 21-10 game.
With this game, you're definitely live, no matter what side you have on there, because it is awful. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, Iowa's defense and special teams is still there. But I think Wisconsin flexes a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be quite like the Penn State game, obviously, but it's going to be similar to that, where I just don't see how Iowa scores.
Deacon Hill didn't start in the Penn State.
No, he did not. No, he did not. That was Wild Man McNamara whipping the ball all around in that weather.
What's he doing? Throwing to the
Right.
wideouts,
Yeah,
taking a
you
shot deep. You don't do that in Iowa.
Right.
all
You keep that between the tackles.
Check down.
Mhm.
Check down.
So yeah, they're definitely live. I like Wisconsin in this game just because I just don't see Iowa scoring. If
Okay.
any, I mean, so,
I mean, he's back in his future. Smart man.
right.
And I think he's probably going to hit his future when McNamara got injured. But then I saw this Deacon Hill.
and
And I'm buying into my Hawkeyes future. So we're battling here. All right?
All
We're
right.
back in our
Take it.
futures. I got a couple like plus 270 dogs I like that are around 9.5. Could be double-digit dogs by the time the game kicks.
Mhm.
I don't know how, but somehow I am buying in to Trent Dilfer.
Mm.
Past 2 weeks, so Trent Dilfer almost beat Tulane, right?
Yep.
In New Orleans. So I was impressed by that game. So I decided to bet them last week against South Florida. Remember, Bama only scored 17 on South Florida. UAB put up 56. And now they head to that filthy Alamo Dome, take on the Roadrunners.
Filthy Alamo. I know.
They're plus 270 on the money line.
Yeah, I'm not.
9.5
why
point
not?
dogs.
Why not? Get to 'em.
UTSA's all over the place this year. Frank Harris been injured. He's been injured.
Yeah, I'm not ready to lay anything with UTSA.
Continuity struggling. I think we ride. Let me give you two of these games. Interest you in a parlay here. So I like that. Like I said, 9.5 point dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take you all the way from San Antonio to Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Fremont Cannon.
Ooh.
Best trophy in sports, by the way.
Great one.
Best trophy in sports if you haven't seen this. It's just a gigantic fucking cannon on wheels, and they get to paint it whatever color, who wins. So last year, we know Nevada was like one of the worst teams, right? UNLV was much better than Nevada last year, but this was at that filthy dome that they play at now, the Death Star, whatever they call that thing. UNLV won by 5, but they were losing in the fourth quarter. And now they got to go to McKay Stadium. Now, Nevada's still terrible.
Right. They're still bad. Don't get us wrong.
But
this is a rivalry game.
Bye
Absolutely,
week,
for sure.
Bye week, plus 280 on the money line. Let's parlay this with
my favorite.
With UAB.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will see you at the winner's circle.
All right. I like the narrative. I do like the narrative of
I'm terrified of UNLV continuing to score 40 points every week.
They're killing us.
You don't like this play, huh?
No, I like it. I like that narrative. I like combining it with the two. And I like the whole the bye week. Hopefully that'll cure things. The hope and a prayer thing cure things. Because that's a dog that I have as well. When I'm just hoping, well, maybe the bye week will fix things. And I'm taking you to
I mean, let me get a little Reno, Nevada.
Right, play some catch a let me see. Make sure the weather's going to be okay in Reno.
I'm seeing.
I love Reno.
Damn, it's actually going to be nice as fuck.
Of course it's going to be nice.
75 degrees. What the hell's happening?
You got the snowboarders out there. They're playing craps.
It's global warming. You buying it?
I know. You buying it? Take the point to global warming.
So I like that's my play.
All right, I like it.
Parlay, little Blazer Wolfpack parlay.
Okay.
It's off the beaten path. Probably not a lot of people touching this.
No one's touching that, and that's why I like it. But like I said, I'm gonna add on to yours.
Okay.
With that narrative of the hopefully the bye week will cure things, you know?
Yeah, bye week, baby.
I love saying that. Nothing has shown us that's going to be the way so far, but maybe the bye week they fix things, and then we're going to take you out to Western PA.
There's another one that I did not pull the trigger on, but I feel like we should talk about.
I was going to say this one I am pulling the trigger on, and this is the Pitt Panthers. Coming off a bye.
This terrifies me.
Right.
As someone with a Louisville future.
You have a huge Louisville future, which you should feel good.
I would have rather them lose to Notre Dame and beat Pitt. But now I feel like, and then Pitt gets a bye week, and they say, hey, we're going to take our starting quarterback and move him at tight end.
Make him a tight end.
That's last time they did that, Mike Ditka.
Yeah.
All right. Was born. All right.
I'm thinking they're going to try.
Terrified of this game.
You should. It's down to 7.5 now, plus 250. I like Pitt here.
I think you got to take the points. You got to take the points at Pitt, but money line. See, I'm rooting for my ticket, so I can't play the money line.
I hope,
but does it make a lot of sense?
Right.
100%.
I know. I mean, it's the ultimate letdown spot for Louisville, obviously, coming off that huge Notre Dame win and crowd rushing, and that was it.
So you're doing a 3-game parlay.
I'm tossing Pitt in. For sure.
I'm sorry, that went over my head for a second.
I'll separate it from yours because yours is. I like yours is the old keep out of the distance.
Yeah, because this one's gonna have this is nationally
right. There's gonna be
right?
there's lights and cameras on this one.
See what I like about the Fremont Cannon battle,
right?
Is it's on the Mountain West app.
Mm-hmm. yeah. I'm keeping that separate. My pit bet's completely separate. I'll take you. I'll go with you though with UAB and Reno for sure.
Yeah, I mean the Pitt one is gonna hit. I think that's gonna hit. No, I think that's gonna hit. There, yeah. Let me ask you this though: if you want to take Pitt, what about a little Pennsylvania, Illinois action?
I was looking at Illinois. I was looking at Illinois.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
They're a 13.5, 14-point dogs.
They're getting 14
in College Park. No one goes to these fucking games there.
I
know. Last time they played 2 years ago, Maryland won 20-17 on the last second field goal.
Right.
I know Illinois looked like shit.
Illinois looks terrible, but that's fine. And Maryland's coming off that big Ohio State game.
if you look at Maryland, some of their other games, I feel like
I think it's time for Maryland to be Maryland again.
Yeah,
you know,
they've been fooling us a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride. To his brother, the whole thing. You guys have been putting up points, but let's
Under Armour,
right? Let's calm down. Let's get you back to being Maryland here. That's way too many points.
Yes, yeah. I think they're I think the Illini are live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're all over the place here.
Yeah.
Let's power rank these plays right now.
Okay.
My top one, I think, is Wyoming. Your top one sounds like it's Pitt.
Yeah, I gotta go Pitt there. Pitt, and then we both agree with Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly and his family are going to be there.
Yeah, family.
Number 3 for me,
Mm-hmm.
I actually think is probably UAB.
I go Cal for myself.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that. 4 for me, though, taking you to the island.
I love this one. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
They're going to beat San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 would be the Fremont Cannon Trophy.
I'm going to throw one that I didn't mention yet there, and that's Utah State Friday night.
Ooh, I like this one at Maverick Stadium.
Yeah.
Have you caught Utah State games the past 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I was on them last week. Remember that? And they went that big win.
Folks, you want the wildest ride in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the amusement park's closed, not in season, over by wherever you live.
Yeah.
So Utah State this year, after week 3, although in week 2 they did drop 78 points on Idaho State.
They did.
But week 3, they play JMU. JMU is up 38-7, right? If memory serves me correct. 38-7. And they go into the half. And Blake Anderson's like, you know what? I got this, guys. And boom, they scored 31 unanswered, tie the game up. And then JMU wins.
That was amazing.
Drives down the field and wins the game. But it was super impressive. I was just like, whoa, where the fuck was this all game? Then they traveled to take on UConn and Jim Mora. Jim Mora's up 17-0. A minute before the half, Utah State scores. And guess what? Blake Anderson says, we got it, guys. And then they proceed to score in the second half. 27. And they win 34-33 on a blocked extra point, right?
Which looks a lot better now that UConn beat our Rice House.
Yeah.
I mean, that UConn win.
Well, then last week, Colorado State, who I was on, got up 17-0. And I'm thinking, I got this thing. And then I go, wait a second.
I was on these Aggies last week.
These teams, these Aggies have been down 17-0 every fucking week.
And they've been over machines too, by the way. Side note.
They scored short of Colorado State scoring with 8 minutes left. They scored what? 31. They scored 37 straight points on Colorado State. They win 44-24. This team, whatever the adjustments are, they figure it out. So I'm terrified of this game.
Yeah.
As someone that has a future on Fresno over.
Fresno's a great team. This is their second game in altitude, back-to-back, short week.
They don't have their starting quarterback.
They do not have to start quarterback. I mean, this is going to
Now, the only thing I can say good is they're starting Logan Fife for Fresno State, who did start a few games last year. Maybe that's enough.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I think they're live. I think Utah State is completely live. This is Friday night, folks. Any interest in Stanford being live?
No. Hunter's coming back. I hate Stanford. I hate their team.
I have some short yappers that I think can hit. But I want to tell the folks before I give away these short yappers. That the college football experience is brought to you by SGPN's Second Chance Survivor. Look, you've had this moment before. You're out there in the world. You're at the bowling alley, you're at the dive bar, and all of a sudden some chick looking like some broad looking like Rebecca Romaine comes in, but starts talking to you. You fuck it all up, right? Because you've had a little too many whiskeys. She wrote her number on your arm, but you didn't get her name. And then you call her by the wrong name. It's happened to me before. It's happened to the best. But you wish you had that second chance. Well, the same can be said with our Survivor. NFL Survivor, a lot of people. I lost. I'm in 2 Survivors still.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm in 1 still.
One left.
Last week I was dumb enough to take the Redskins against the Bears. And look, I wish I had that back. Well, SGPN is giving you that second chance. All right. Because we know you're knocked out of your Survivor. All right. Don't worry. We got you covered with SGPN's Second Chance Survivor. Go get Rebecca Romaine. Is it Romaine? I don't even remember.
Romaine Stamos. Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah.
All right.
Uncle Jesse cleaned up.
Who's another hot chick from back in the day?
Amanda Pete.
There you go. Go get Amanda Pete, folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. $3,000 is up for grabs. This thing's presented by Corey Pinkston and Barking Dog Property. Shout out to them. Winner takes all for $3,000. Look, studies have shown that more money in your account leads to more sexual relations. So start NFL Week 7. Sign up now. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor. Once again, that's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor for Rebecca Romaine. All right. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use the promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start research and start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we're back on the college football experience. Part of the C block. Remember the bombs. This is the weekend bombs, the college football weekend bombs, but bottom line bombs is coming up next. So stay tuned. CJ Sullivan. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. The old Cheers, the night court transition. Thursday night must-see TV is the Thursday C block. College experience.
Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson hated each other.
Really?
On that
I just watched the original Creep Show the other day. The one with Ted Danson had his head buried by Leslie Nielsen, and he buried him in the beach.
Yeah.
And he came back as
Teddy
the seaweed.
D.
Yeah, and he came back as the seaweed. They buried his head in there. That was great.
Where'd you catch that?
It's October. It's thrill month, baby. They throw all the horrors at you. I might have saw that on Shudder.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
check that
I
out.
love it on original Creep Show. I love these Creep Shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love them. All right, you ready for some short yappers?
Short yappers. All right.
Little yapper parlay. Put it in.
Okay.
I see opportunity. Guess what? Chandler Morris got knocked out for TCU. He's out for, I think, 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Last year that happened. Same injury. They had Max Duggan, who, if you listen to the college football experience for the past 5 years, we said Max Duggan is very good. All right. They don't have Max Duggan.
No, they do not.
And then you got Kalani Sitake. No, I'm not talking about an appetizer at a Japanese restaurant. All right. I'm talking about the BYU Cougars coming in there. I'm impressed with Jay Hill and the defensive side of the ball for BYU. I think they're going to be able to limit TCU with the backup quarterback. I don't understand why BYU is a 6-point dog, especially if you're telling me no Chandler Morris. I think it's more at a pick.
Yep.
I think we got a short yapper situation in Fort Worth.
I like a short yapper.
All right. And then
I got a couple short yappers
fire.
that I know that we're going against each other on a couple of these.
All right. It's still fire.
But it's still, first short yapper is it's a bad situational spot for the Texas A&M Aggies. Going to Tennessee. Tennessee off a bye. A&M just played Alabama. A game they probably could have won, should have won. They didn't win. I don't like the week after Alabama. You're beat up a little bit.
There's a stat out there. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but it's.
But here's the thing. I just don't believe in Milton, and I do believe in A&M's defense. Other than that Miami game, their defense has been good.
Their run defense is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Pass defense.
Pass defense is not great.
Yeah.
Hence, playing Tennessee. Milton, not good at passing the ball. And that's where these things will line up. So I'll take it. You're getting 3.5 there, short little pup there. I'll take
Okay.
it.
Little yap.
Yeah, I'll take a yapper. I'll take A&M with those little points out there in Tennessee. I just do not believe in Milton at all.
Okay. Fair. Like I took the Vols.
Yeah. It's a great situation spot for Tennessee. I'll admit that.
Although they have Bama on deck, so they're doing a little round
I just
robin
think
thing
A&M's
there.
a better team.
I do think on a neutral side I would probably take A&M, but in Neyland, place
Right.
gonna be rocking.
It will be rock.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's a tough situation, but I think it's gonna come down to last possession either way. I'd rather have the points.
Fair. Okay, short little yappers.
Mm-hmm.
What if I say let's go to West Point?
I had a feeling you're going to get down there.
I don't know if you caught the Boston College Army game a
Mhm.
week ago where Boston College won on a 4th and goal with less than a minute left. Well, now Troy, the Trojans, who won the Sun Belt a year ago, but last year they played Army, and they won 10-9 in Troy, Alabama. And now you got to head to West Point on the Hudson River, Mikey Stadium. Let's check the weather. I just feel like it's rain all day. Rain all day.
You know what? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You think this little Trojan offense is going to come up there, take on Jeff Monken and the Black Knights, who I'm seeing at plus 180?
It makes a lot of sense.
I see a short yapper that is live to me.
That's definitely a live yapper. Live yapper.
I'll take you to another live yapper. So I would even say, folks, if you're just looking for fun on Saturday, sprinkle, it's like put $25-50 on the short yappers. What did I just give away? What was the one prior to this? BYU. BYU, Army, and how about Georgia Southern? What if I told you folks out there that JMU and Georgia Southern, old rivals in the FCS, they've been playing since the 1980s. And in 1985, they played for the first time ever. JMU won, and that was the last time JMU beat them. Georgia Southern is 8-1 all time against James Madison, and includes last year when JMU was undefeated. They took on Georgia Southern, and Georgia Southern beat them down. JMU has been phenomenal on the defensive line. They stop everybody. But guess what? They don't stop from a defense. It's much like A&M. They're actually kind of like the group of fives version of A&M. Their pass defense sucks. Georgia Southern runs the air raid with Davis, Lawn Chair, Bryn, right? Georgia Southern is fucking live, man. They're live. And they're coming off a bye week? Come on. Catching 6 at Bridgeforth Connect Stadium, Harrisonburg, Virginia. I got a short yapper.
Love it.
Going on there. I think we parlay those 3.
Beautiful.
Got any other short yappers?
Short yappers. I know we're going against each other on this one too. This is the game of the week, obviously. USC Notre Dame. I'm on USC here. I think USC. I fade USC when they're laying 35 and 28 with their horrendous defense. I get it.
Yeah.
But you're going to make them an underdog versus a Notre Dame team. Yeah, they're coming off a loss. There's a reason why they're coming off a loss. They should be coming off 3 losses.
True.
I mean,
true. Once we're 4th and 16.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This team is exhausted. First of all, this is like their 8th straight game. They haven't had a bye. They were started off in Dublin, for no reason. The schedule's ridiculous. They're all of a sudden going to be rejuvenated. I mean, they looked dead last week versus Louisville.
You see USC on the punt? You see them in practice what they're doing? They prepare for the rain.
What were they?
They had a coach with a hose. And they're fielding punts, but as he's spraying it with the hose.
I'll admit, LA doesn't do well with the rain. We think it's a natural disaster. We shut down schools. It's a federal emergency, if there's about an inch of rain. So that might be a problem. Now we got a problem. There's a little rain in South Bend, Indiana. And
Now we got a problem.
I'm just saying.
That being said, I don't think they've been as focused yet. USC, this is the first week of their schedule actually starting of the season. Their season begins with this week, and I think they're going to open up. I mean, their offense is absolutely ridiculous, and you're going to give them points. I think they win this by double digits this game.
Yeah, I don't. But
I
I understand you got the best player in the country. I think it's a bounce back spot for Sam Hartman to get the Irish fans. Look, here's one thing: you're not making the playoffs. You don't have a championship game when you decide not to be a part of a conference. So they already gave Hartman like $1 million speculated, because they're a private school. We don't know, but you know how you win over the fans because they're pretty pissed. I think that they thought this team could be a playoff team.
All right.
You win over the fans by beating their most hated rival in South Bend. All right. And you walk off into the sunset as a rich-ass Sam Hartman before you go to the NFL and play backup for the Tennessee Titans. But
I'll take Caleb Williams over Sam Hartman, and I think I'll take Lincoln Riley over Marcus Freeman.
I
mean, that's what I'm looking at.
The Marcus Freeman thing. Will they have 10 on the field?
That's what I mean. Will they have 10 on the field? I think the team's turning against them. A lot of things are turning against them.
I feel like these are all my dog plays. I feel like yes, you could try to talk me into some of these other ones, but I don't know if I'm biting on some of these. Maybe if I had to give out one other double-digit dog, it's possible. But I gave them out last week, and they lost by 48. And that was ULM. They're taking on Texas State and San Marcos, but there's a theory never fade a Bowden in a big game. Perhaps that hits, and maybe you could talk me into the Miami Hurricanes winning on the money line at that wine and cheese crowd in Chapel Hill.
Sure, but why do that when we got Purdue cashing in for us?
I like so the double-digit dogs that we have are the Wyoming Cowboys, the Purdue Boilermakers, the Auburn Tigers, the California Golden Bears, and I think that the California one is the biggest. So if we had the power rank those, that would be the one I have furthest back, mainly just because the history of rice cycles.
Yeah, sure.
But I still like it. I like that play. I think it's worth sprinkling some of that. So, and then, I think those are the ones that I feel like we feel comfortable saying, but we gave away a shit ton of them.
We gave away plenty.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I got any other plays you're doing this weekend?
As far as plays?
Yeah.
I like Oregon State to beat UCLA this weekend.
I love it. I already bet the shit out of that. Yeah, let's go. Get on that, folks. Go Beavers. Corvallis, they got the fucking chainsaw. All right. It's October. Chainsaw month. All right, folks. Look, C Block's just getting started. We got the Bottom Line Bombs following us here. When are you guys going live?
Well, we'll be going live in 1:50, so about 20 minutes. We'll be going live.
There you go, folks.
1:55. Live at 1:55.
Live at 1:55. Let's go. Give CJ Sullivan a follow on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _. Also, give me a follow on Twitter at the Colby D. And Troy's a Dub V fan. He's got the Big 12, part of the Big 12 experience. Shout out to Troy Chudy. Go check out the Big 12 experience as well. So they got a couple big shows already. They got a big show that they already dropped. They got a big show that they're doing again. So go check it out. Big 12 experience. Part of the college football experience on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Remember, the college basketball previews are happening too. So yeah, look, Troy says we're live at 5 Eastern. So that's 2, but that's the same time as Bottom Line Bombs. What are we doing here?
All right. What's going on here?
Troy trying to move in on your space, on your turf. Check out both, folks. But the Bottom Line Bombs is coming right up next. All right.
Get off the C block. Well, what the fuck are you doing?
Like a big deal. You still a conference?
Yeah.
Right?
Trails, right? Yeah.
No.
We didn't blow you up yet?
Folks, check out after the C block. Check out the Big 12 experience. All right.
Thank you.
I have to go early for the W because Dub V's playing the Hogerson. That's why. That's why. That's what they're blaming it on. Folks, anyway, until next time, this is the College Football Experience Weekend Bombs edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here. Well, we're